Hello gamers, welcome back to another video. Today we're jumping into RuneScape Catalyst League, the first league ever to come out on RuneScape 3. My goal for today is to reach the tier 3 relic, which is 2,000 points. We're getting that through doing many tasks. I've got a solid list of tasks I've planned to do to hopefully get me there as fast as possible, and I'll share that link in the description below as well if you want to pick that up on Google Docs and tick them off as you play yourself. Okay. We have logged in. Can I load my interface from the main game is the first question I need to look into. Load from player. I don't think so because I'm on Rainy at the moment. I can. But I like to see league interface down here. Task list. Okay. Honestly, don't mess with the interface if you don't have one set up. And if you... I wouldn't even bother with it. Just use legacy mode. It takes too long. Just fix it yourself at some other point when you're leveling up skills or something. I think I got my first task. Oh, it's also suggesting tasks. Oh, that's cool. Right, we need to pick a relic. There's really only one option here. This one's useless because you really don't need food, and Hunter is easy enough to train without that. Woodcutting, there's tons of banks everywhere, and frankly, I don't think the divination thing is as useful as people might think it is, because a lot of the bonuses that this one gives can already be unlocked through archaeology, which you get massive boosts for by doing excavator. So I'm just picking excavator because there's no way to get the boosts from excavator otherwise, and it will help you with mining and smithing a lot, which is kind of a slow one. Oh, that's cool. Cool animation. And then boop, I touch it. Powering up. Oh, that's a long animation. Neat. Okay. Alright, let's get going. Right off the bat here, I am going to right-click this and turn on Legacy Combat Mode, because you have really bad abilities at the start of the game, so you do more damage by just having Legacy Mode on. Oh, we are lagging. Okay, here we go. Okay, run out of prayer points. That's a task. I'm gonna start Cook's Assistant. Cook's Assistant has been started. There's a musician here, let's listen to them. Pick a skill guide, let's do smithing. Right, let's knock out Blood Pact quest. Early combat levels. Let's untie her. Thank you, Xenia. Use this combat lamp, it'll just give us a bunch of XP and all the combat skills. 2,000! And we're straight up to 5. 5, 6 defense. Alright, cool. Let's go down again. Okay, we're down here to collect some statuettes. We can take these, but we'll get attacked when we take it, so we'll just run off. We'll get us some early game money, but I was also made aware that we can, I think, just collect a bunch of money from a caravan outside of Varrock, because they've auto-completed some quests for us. I'll have to check that in a second. Actually kind of getting destroyed here. So the last one is locked behind slaying this dude. There's a shield around it, and this guy's level 26, so we're not doing that yet. That's a cool teleport animation. I reckon we'll be able to unlock that for the main game. Hand these into her for a few thousand coins to start us off. 1,500. Cool, I'll take it. Let's go pickpocket a random citizen. Didn't realize it was so hard finding a random citizen. That's another task done, but there's one more task for pickpocketing 10 times. Steal from this spot 10 times. Claim an item for free. Return the free item. Sell any item. Right, where are the sheep at? It's not a quest, it's a mini quest, but we'll take it. There's people shearing the sheep constantly. Okay, everyone can shear it at the same time if you click on it at the same time. Okay, I think that's 20 black wool. I'll run all the way to the castle to spin these though. Spinning wheel, let's spin those. I need to do the white one as well. Here you go, Farmer Fred. Here's your balls of wool. That should be good. What crafting level are we landing on? Level 8. I now have a shopping list of things I need to pick up. I believe we can get everything in the store here. I think most of the things I need are actually on here. I do need to pick up some fishing bait though. I know that I don't have that. There's a pig inside the fishing shop. Right, I need 20 bait. I need a normal tree. I think there are some here. A 75 total level milestone. Those woodcutting levels are just popping in here, which is good. I do technically need to stay here until level 10 woodcutting. Chop 10 trees. Awesome. Okay, I still need to get level 10 woodcutting though, so I'll stay here a little bit longer. But we're level 10. Now I need myself an oak. Now we're staying here until level 20. It's been a long time since I've seen this many people in Lumbridge. It's kind of nice. That's 20. Okay, let's go cut a willow tree over here. Oh, that's a lot of particles. I'm gonna cut this willow tree. That's a task. Eat a cabbage, eat an onion. Okay, we're gonna head south now into the swamp. Let's see if I can snag a spider here. Easy as cake. There'd also be a giant rat here, but okay. All the rats are taken. But, I mean, if I attack it, I should still get the task complete, right? I did not. Grab a sack from this person. Not gonna do this very long, I'm just gonna grab a little bit. It is good early prayer, or easy prayer training at the start here, but it takes a god-awful amount of time to finish, like a couple hours to suck all the XP out of this, so we're not staying here that long. Filling this sack once is a task, though. We'll just empty it and then we'll head off. Nobody knows how to do this. Yeah, you're supposed to spread out the liquid between the 4 bowls so you can spawn a creature in the middle there, and that will give everyone a bunch of experience. I'm not surprised nobody knows how to do this though. You do it once, and then once you've completed that, you never come back here again. There's a giant rat here, but it's constantly being tagged by people, and I don't think you can get the task done. The giant rat. Okay, I got it. Maybe you have to do the most damage to it. I'm gonna bury the bones of the rat. That's a task. Now we're gonna do some shrimp catching. I need to catch 10, I think. This is going way faster than woodcutting was. 10 shrimp done. I need to light a fire in the swamp, so I might as well just light my own fire. And then we need to cook the rat meat in the swamp. Burn any food, I also got that one. Need to prospect a rock. So we'll right click, copper, prospect. Done. And then we need to mine some. And I think since I have the pickaxe of the ages, I can just chill because it's not gonna put it in my inventory. It sends everything to the bank. I'm not sure what the effect is at the moment. Bank ores and archaeology materials. Ores are automatically smelted into bars and gems are automatically cut. Yeah, so we'll just have all of that on. I'm actually knocking out 3 tasks at once here. Mine copper ore, mine any ore, and smelt bars at the same time. Also, I noticed it's not showing my stamina. Is that something in settings? My mining stamina. Stamina unlocks at 15 mining. Oh, okay. That's why it's not showing it. I have got all the clay I need, I believe. I'm gonna stay here until 15 mining so that I can unlock stamina because there's a task related to stamina. 15 is also the level I need for iron, which is the next thing we're gonna mine, so I need to stay here anyway. Okay, that's 15. Let's head on over to the other mine. Iron, let's grab 2 of these. Yeah, I got the 2 iron I need. Now I need to keep going for 30 more seconds. Just clicking the rock. Keeping my stamina at max. Maintain nearly maximum stamina for 60 seconds. Right, now we're gonna head up to Draenor next. We're gonna head up to Ned over here. I have some balls of wool. Make me some rope, please. Okay, we've got 2 more things to do here. We're gonna activate the Vampire Slayer quest. Start that. And we're gonna activate the Draenor lodestone right up here. And we're gonna grab 10 fishing through shrimps just by hanging out here, doing a little fishing by the shore. That's 10 fishing. Now we can swap over to herring with the fishing bait I got earlier. And catching a herring is a task as well. That's 15. Now I just need to wait for an anchovy to pop into my inventory. There we go. We're gonna head to the wizard's tower. There is a task to slay the demon up there, but it may be busy. It tends to be busy on the first day of League releases, so if there is a lot of people there, I'm just not going to bother with that one for now, and we'll jump back to it later. But going to the top of the tower is a task in itself, so all the way up. And then if we go down 1, is it 1 or is it 2? There's quite a lot of people here, and maybe they're hogging it, I don't know. So we'll come back to that one later. We're going to do a little bit of smithing right up here. Now, I believe all my ore are already in the ore bank, which is connected to the furnace here. So I have 36 bronze bars already. That's good. I'm gonna make myself a set of armor. So we'll heat up the bronze bar, and then we'll start smithing it on the anvil. I was looking for these bars for 10 minutes. What do you mean they're in the anvil? True though. True though. It doesn't really make sense, does it? Bronze plate body. I really don't need this armor because I'm gonna skip the level so fast anyway, but I might need to smith 10 items anyway. So. And I think I have a full set of bronze here now. Looking snazzy. I don't really have any use for anything else, but I'm gonna make myself some bronze knives, I guess. And that's smith 10 items. Go. I already... That was faster than I thought. I wasn't far enough down the list yet. I've unlocked a second relic. Let's stop skilling for a second because there's an XP boost for selecting the next relic. That only took me about an hour and 10 minutes. So I've been a little bit unsure between agility and farming because I don't like training agility, so that one would just make me not have to train it. But Farming Frenzy seems more useful in the long run. There is an upgrade at tier 7 that makes farming a breeze, but you have to wait until tier 7, which is the catch of that. So I have been leaning more towards Farming Frenzy, because Golden Footed just gives you boots that give you agility experience. You don't actually have to even do agility anymore. But I think I am going to go with Farming Frenzy. Cool. And I now have 6 times XP rate, so that's even better than before. I'm gonna regret this when I start having to train agility, but that's a problem for later. Okay, 10 more items to go for Smith, 25 items, and then we can move on. Nice. Okay, now we're gonna slay some goblins and then continue with Cook's Assistant that I started an hour ago. I believe the cow is right here, so we can start with the cow. Actually, it's the prized one over here, isn't it? Slay some goblins. I like that the loot interface only shows items I can actually pick up. I don't know why there's a gazillion eggs I can pick up though. There's a super large egg. I thought it was over here. I was questioning it for a second. Next up, we're gonna pick some wheat and make some flour. So I'll grab some here. We also need to make some super special flour. That is extra fine flour. That should be all the things for Cook's Assistant quest then. Alright, here's all the ingredients for you, sir. I'll get a little extra 2x extra XP here too. I thought I would do this before I got the next relic, but I already have the next relic, so it's a little bit extra cooking XP. Straight up to 13 cooking. And now I can cook some meat on this here, and this should have a higher chance of cooking the food rather than burning it as well. I say that and then I burn the first 3, so you know it is what it is. I mix those two together, make bread dough, mix, make some bread. That's complete. Now we're gonna run over to Port Sarim and talk to a dwarf called Gudrick. He is part of an old tutorial system, but he gives you some low-level weapons from that time, and I believe they have special attacks. It's a long time since that there he is. Do you have anything for me? Pathfinder equipment, yes. Let me just quickly grab the lodestone down here before I forget. Pathfinder outfit is actually stronger than bronze. They also give you a necklace and a ring, so that's also an upgrade. So these weapons have special attacks. Now I'm not entirely sure how to perform a special attack in legacy mode. If we turn off legacy mode, in hit points we have the special attack skill. If I put that over there, I can put it anywhere really. But let's fight these seagulls until I have enough special attack energy. Okay, I have enough for a special attack. Let's click the special attack, and then... there we go. Not the Saradomin Godsword special attack. And then we'll go back to legacy mode. Right, we're not done with Gudrick. We're gonna head on over to Ashdale. But we're not gonna do the top option. We're gonna do, can you take me to Ashdale? If you do the top option, I believe it sends you there at night. We want to be there at day. And we want to be here by day to activate the lodestone. And this place was a tutorial at one point until they completely deleted the tutorial and they just kept the island, and there's nothing to do here. There's no skills to train. It's just a city in the middle of nowhere in the ocean. There's a distraction and diversion you can do here. It's like a weekly boss that gives a little bit of experience, but it's not really worth doing either after you do the Ashdale quest. Shadow over Ashdale. So yeah, that's the lodestone done. Right, let's head to Falador. I'm gonna start by doing a little dance in the party room. We're gonna grab 1 duck food from a bag over here. I almost forgot to sit down with Sir Tiffy. There we go. And we've got to activate the Falador lodestone while we're here. Then we're gonna swing by Doric's place and finish up his quest. It's fully voice acted, but I don't got time for that. Oh wait, did they change this so you need specific ore? My old school brain took over. I thought I could just hand in all the ores, but no. On RuneScape 3, there's high quality ore you need to go mining yourself after you start the quest. In old school, you just bring him like 6 ore and you're done. Like, this is so much more effort. You have to go to all these different mining sites, and then you have to smith the items, and then bring the items to random people as well. It's like, so many more things to do. Quest complete. Got me up to, let's see here, 29 mining and 21 smithing. Continuing on, we're gonna pray at the Bandosian remains, or rather Bandos's head. And then we've got my favorite herblore shop right here. Okay, you can't claim infinite free ones, but I can still clean this. I'll grab a vial of water pack while I'm here too. Okay, next there's a lodestone we can activate over here. There we go, that's activated. Now I'm gonna do a little bit of farming here. And grab some free seeds. I think I have the rake and everything in my tool belt already. And they should instantly grow because I have the farming frenzy relic, so I can pick those instantly. And they're all noted as well, that's great. I don't know if the leprechaun counted my automatic noting as a task, because I do have that. I don't feel like it might have, but I think I can pick some. He's got a free potato I can pick up. And if I just use that on the tool leprechaun, I should get the task. There we go. And we're gonna stay here until 17 farming. I can just keep buying these seeds here forever because they never run out. And I'll just keep planting them and they'll instantly grow because of my relic. 17 farming. Okay. I'm gonna pick up a wicked hood from this dude. And then we're gonna activate lodestone. And now we're gonna do my favorite skill, agility. I need to do quite a few laps at this course. So I'm gonna be here for a little while. I'm gonna be here a long while. Up there, cross this thing. Down we go. 24 more times to go. Oh, instantly level 5 agility. I like that. There is an agility task that I could do while doing this too, of surging 1 tile. I just need to turn on abilities for that. So I'm going to take surge ability. And then if I stand on this arrow and then use surge, that should be 1 tile and that gives me a task. I don't know how to do agility without rune light highlights. Okay, I am officially done with this task. There we go. 25 laps. I'm gonna try once again and head over to a divination cache and see if it's working at the Falador location. It might just be deactivated at Lumbridge. Oh, there it is. So divination caches are a mini game you can do every hour on the hour. Your goal is to move jars of Gothixian memories from the walls to the center of the room. Bigger jars means more points. There is a cap of 100 points per round, and you can only collect 200 points per day. There's no limit on how many times you can do caches per day though, so if you don't get 100 points, say you get 50 points, you can still do 4 caches instead of 2, right? But it'll take you 4 separate hours worth of entering the cache. While you're moving the memories though, these automaton robots will try to slap the memories out of your hand, so you have to dodge them either by using movement abilities, or there's a robot that players can turn into and then deactivate the robots for a certain amount of time. You'll see all of this happening on screen anyway. Generally, I just tend to focus on moving the jars back and forth, but if you want to turn into a robot, there is a spot to do so in each corner of the room. I don't really know how many points I can get with only the lowest level thing. I've never done this with only the low level ones. No, we're being sucked out. No! Okay, how much XP am I gonna get? Straight up to 26 divination. That's insane. From like, what, 2 or 3? Now I'm gonna go and build myself a god statue. I wasn't originally going to, because a little bit later I'm gonna have tons of construction XP anyway, so it doesn't really matter that much. And 10 points is 10 points, so I might as well just knock this one out. And that should be done. I then began a little questing spree. I took the duck food from earlier, completed duck quest. I then went and unlocked the Alcarid lodestone before going and doing 1 piercing note. I then went south into Shanty Pass, took a carpet ride, and entered Menopause to unlock the lodestone. There's nothing I want to do there yet, but just having access to the lodestone is nice. Next up, we're gonna head to the archaeology location and do the tutorial. Alright lady, teach me to archaeology. That is a cool pickaxe, I will say. 15 archaeology already, wow. Claim a soil box, but I don't think I need a soil box. All my soil gets processed automatically with the pickaxe. Chipping away the fort debris here is a task, so we'll do that. All right, that's that done. And I'm 29 archaeology. That's insane. Because there wasn't the task for the level 10 spot, but this is the level 20 spot, and there definitely is a task here. Weird, I'm getting progress, but it's not popping up in the chat. I'm gonna swing by the tea stall down here. grab myself some tea. I started Vampire Slayer a while ago, and we're gonna progress that a little bit here. And I need 2 beers, please. And we're gonna give one to this guy. There's an old lady up in the church here who tells stories, and listening to one of those is a task. I didn't realize it, but she actually needs you to give the tea to listen to the story. So you need a tea to actually get that task done. And since we're here, we might as well start Demon Slayer as well. And then we'll grab the sword. Nice sword. Quest complete. Got some combat XP lamps. I'm gonna put them all on defense. It's up to 14 defense. So now only strength is lagging behind a little bit. Next up, we're gonna start building our own fort. And I need to start that outside here. Quest icon. Now this quest is gonna give massive amounts of experience in construction. Start new foundations. You could probably hold off on doing this quest for a little bit. You get so much construction experience from just doing fort stuff anyway. I don't think it'll hurt just doing this easy first step. Plus you get a lodestone right up here when you're done with the quest as well. Jumping over the wilderness wall. There's these wilderness events that happen every hour. There's a really good one starting in a little bit. As you can tell, everyone's running to it. I just really don't like things that activate at certain times of the day because I feel like I have to plan everything around doing them. It has started. There the rock is. Once we've cracked the rock, a bunch of monsters spawn. I'm not sure how that's gonna go because I'm like 12 combat. People are saying run when the combat starts. Everyone else is running now. Oh, they're level 109. Yeah, we're running. 38 mining. Cool. Is the bank chest here even when you haven't done anything? It looks like it is, actually. That's kind of funny. You can even use it too. That's crazy. That almost feels like a design flaw. Frankly, none of this should even be here until you've done the quest. Now, these okay, they're a little bit stronger than I thought they were. Attack one at a time. That should work out. To be fair, I am probably a little bit low combat to be doing this, but we're gonna try brute forcing it regardless. I'm gonna be so sad if I don't get this. I'm not gonna get this. Oh my god, I have 4 health left. There's no more. Please tell me there's no more, right? Builds over there. Is there any more? There is a bank chest in the instance. Can I use the bank chest in the instance? I can. Oh, and it also heals you. Oh, that's massive. Okay, I don't need it. But that was very close. I think we can get the give him a beer task just like right off the bat here. Yes. So I need to start the blueprint with a wooden, I need 8 wooden frames and some stone wall segments. So we can either woodcut it or we can just buy it from him. And since his stock doesn't actually deplete in the league, we can just buy as much as we want. So I need 96 logs and then also 24 limestone bricks. Now we need to cut these bricks into stone wall segments. And all of this is just going to give tons of construction experience. And the logs we're going to process on the sawmill bench here. And that's even a task. And we want to turn the planks themselves into refined planks. And with the refined planks, we're going to make wooden frames. Alright, I think we've got everything to make the workshop then. We'll head over to the blueprint table. And then we'll activate the blueprint. And now we can start building. Let's find the optimal construction spot and we'll just stay at the spot. You don't need to stay at the spot that glows. It just gives you faster progress. I can't see other people's combat levels because most people have their total level as their value next to their name. But I feel like I'm the lowest combat level here because the people that do have combat levels are like 28 and red, you know? And I think I'm 18 combat doing this. I could barely get past the zombies. All right, workshop is done. Okay, I'm gonna teleport to Varrock quick because this person here needs to be recruited to the fort. I'm now gonna head on over to Edgeville quick and grab the lodestone. We're gonna enter this hole in the ground here. Yeah, proceed. Go up again. And then the wilderness lodestone's over this way. And that's all the free-to-play lodestones, which is weird because I think necromancy is one of the free-to-play ones as well. Okay, I need to activate all of these teleports, all the obelisks, which is slightly RNG because, I mean, I can't select which ones I want. Oh god! Oh no 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 no! Oh, there's a lot of those guys here. Oh, this is bad. This is not a good place to teleport into. Those things are level 111. Get me out of here. Hey there, buddy. It's level 119. Okay, there we go. Got a task done. Oh wait, no, this is a good spot. Sort of. I mean, I am surrounded by like 112s, but there is a gate up here, right? The wyvern that's looking at the gate. That's not good. That's not good at all. Oh no. Oh no. Please tell me the fence is blocking. Yeah, okay, the fence blocks. Now I need to dodge the mammoths. The level 130 mammoths. And we'll just head in here. This is a task. I need to use the bank. This guy. I don't think there's anything dangerous though on the last bit here I need to do. We're just heading to Ardoin now. I just need to use the lever over here. Now we're at Ardoin, and if we use the lever again, we should get a task. Nice. And then we'll use it again because we're staying in Ardoin. And now let's go get the Ardoin lodestone. And there we go. There it is. Nice. Okay, let's start the player-owned farm tutorial. Build ourselves a little pen. 38 construction. Check the animal. Remove them. Check the animal. Remove it. That got us 21 farming. 400 total level. We can head on over to the Gnome Stronghold. There's a few things over here I want to grab. Mainly the lodestone, but then also a couple tasks. There's the lodestone. There's one thing I want to check up here because I'm unsure if you get the points for the task by just collecting a engram. Was that what it was? There's this memorial up here. It's divination related, and there's a task to collect a Nuragi engram from it. It's part of the tutorial, but I'm not sure if you need pale energy to charge it for the task, or if you can just pick up the engram from this person and get the task done instantly. If I need pale energy, I'll do it later, but at least I'll have the engram at that point. Okay, you don't need to. That's great. That's fantastic. Okay, easy points then. I can charge that later. One thing that's really cool about the League's interface that they've created for RuneScape 3 is that it knows where you are. So it's suggesting tasks that you might want to do when you're in certain areas. Like complete the Gnome Stronghold Agility course. That's what I'm about to go and do now. And I knew it existed already, but it's useful information. So I really like that. I also absolutely love that you can go into the task list here and you can actually just search for tasks. Like if I do like mithril ore, you know, then I get all the tasks that have mithril in it, like equip full set of mithril, mine mithril, create a mithril grapple. I really hope that that's something that the old school team will do for future old school leagues as well. Okay, we need to do around here. I know I'm a big fan of automation, so the less things I have to keep track of myself, the better. Zip through here and that should be task done. Now we're gonna go and make a gnome cocktail. Grab a glass and then a shaker. No, mixed punch, here we go. I need 2 pineapple, orange, lemon. Okay, I think that's everything. There you go, pineapple punch. Let's see, I always lose track of where his house is. There it is. If we have him teleport us to the essence mine, I think that should be a task too. Yep. Okay, there's 2 more lodestones I want to grab in this area. First up, we've got the Sears Village one. And then also the Catherby one. Okay, we're back in Edgeville. Let's head south. I wonder if mining coal will get you steel bars automatically smelted. Because as far as I'm aware, mining iron gives you iron bars. Let's find out. Let's mine a coal here. It just gives me coal. Okay, it doesn't actually do anything with it. Let's see. Civ is here. She needs to be recruited to the fort. I'm confused because I didn't get a task for doing this. And yet it says on my screen, fully complete the Stronghold of Player Safety. Wait, player safety, that's not the same as... Oh, I got bamboozled. Player safety is the one north of here. Oh, this is what happens when I skim through the tasks and don't read them properly. Alright, I need to go down through this poster. That should be the... There we go, that's the task. Got some lamps too, I'm not sure what to put those on. Following on, I went to Draenor and recruited Father Flint to join the fort before heading over to Karamja to do some easy tasks. Fill up a crate of bananas, kill a snake. I was going to kill an imp by the volcano as well, but it seems like in RuneScape 3 all the imps are gone. There's tons of them in old school. So instead I went into the Tsar city. Gonna do a slightly risky task. I think you can save spot Tsar to an extent, but not as easily as you can in old school. There's not a lot of safe spot areas, but I need a bank first because I do need long range for it. Even the small ones are 86. Okay, yeah, it doesn't seem to want to cross into the circle here. It's trying to get you, but it can't get you, so it's just kind of wandering. I was starting to wonder, the task wasn't popping up, but there we go, got it. Now I think I should be good to grab a ticket from the agility arena. I can do most of the obstacles, just not all of the obstacles. Unfortunately, I'm not entirely sure which obstacles I can't do. It's not terribly far away. I think I can work with this. If I don't fail, this one. If I don't fail this one, and if I can get past the climbing bit here, I should be good. Okay, there we go, got it. Phil seems to be regretting his choice of picking agility. Oh god, I fell. I don't think the agility relic is necessarily a bad pick, but you wouldn't be doing agility with the agility relic. So seeing Phil here doing agility arena, that's a little bit weird. Like, I'd expect to see him doing anything but agility. Like, you don't have to do agility if you have the boots to give you agility experience, right? I'm the one who has to suffer through agility later because I picked the farming relic. Also, it's important to note that I need to have 30 agility when leaving the agility arena. I'd probably run back to Birthwarp if I didn't have 30 agility yet, but it's important that I have that at this stage. I need to collect some seaweed from the shoreline here. I'm also going to pick up an anti-poison potion because this place is a little bit dangerous. I'll grab one of those. Also, what is this shop interface? There, that's better. I was so confused why the shops look different than my main account's shops. That was why. I need to start Jungle Potion as well since I'm here. Jungle Potion, let's start. I don't know if I need to do Legends Quest and Zogre Flesh Eater later manually or if those autocomplete, but I'll grab a couple extra in case I need it for those too. Randomly got clean 5 herbs while I was doing Jungle Potion. That's the last one cleaned, and I think that's 10 cleans. Yep, 10 herbs cleaned. Jungle Potion done. Now we can start cutting some of this light forest. Okay, I've unlocked the minigame. I need 100 sticks to enter there. Ooh, that wandering dude is staring me down. If only my spear could reach you, adventurer. Alas, there's a fence between us. And I was just browsing the Iron Man Reddit, and apparently you can sell gems to this place and get trading sticks. I can get... Oh, it doesn't take normal gems. He just takes the tropical ones. Well, that works out too. That and that I have 150. There you go, task unlocked. Okay, we're heading down into this dungeon next. Let's pay him. I don't think there's a level requirement to entering here, but in old school I think there's like a level 10 woodcutting requirement to get past the vines. I have that, so I can't really tell if there is or not here either, but... Oh my god, okay, yep. That hurts. Oh, I might die when I land on the other side here, because he smacked me when I was on here. Oh boy, yeah, and there's another one. I need to get out of here. Oh my god. Let's head back to Varrock. This place hurts a little bit too much for me. I can't express to you how annoying this place is for a couple of reasons. The automatons that knock the vials out of your hand, extremely annoying. But the way that you pick up these jars is also super annoying, because if someone else picks up the jar before you, it refreshes the item on the wall, and it stops you from running towards it or to pick up, so you need to like fight everyone for these vials. Plus the automatons can camp the spots where the vials are, and they'll just keep constantly slapping all the vials out of your hand. Or they'll camp just right before you get to the spot over here, and they'll slap it out of your, like that. That's so infuriating, man. I actually hate this place so much, but it's by far the fastest divination experience. 38. And I think I have enough quest points now to pick up the next reward from May as well. Okay, let's roll the dice, see what we get. 250k and a black shield. Okay, we're back at Bill's. We're gonna build some more now. I need to grab a ton of limestone bricks though, because we're making the wall next. So I need 20 logs. We'll cut those into normal planks, but not refined ones. And then I need 328 limestone bricks. Then I need to cut all these bricks into stone wall segments. Alright, that's all the stone walls done. Let's get some walls built. Alright, I didn't tell Bill I found everyone. Okay, well now he knows. Anyway, let's start on that wall, hey. Front gate. I had to pause the 4th building for a little bit because there's a wilderness event going on, one of the better ones. This one doesn't have combat either, so it's way better than the previous one I did. I think the entire population of the world is here. Yeah, it's a lot of people. That's some spicy levels. Oh my, look at all the fireworks. That's crazy. I didn't really have a plan for fire making yet, so this is great. I've gone up from level 2 fire making to 15. And that's 30. 30 fire making, 35 wood cutting. Someone said that there was... I don't feel like that works though, because you need level 90 to cut it, right? Like you click on the tree and then like 5 minutes later it gets chopped. Doesn't make sense. I ain't gonna record all this, so here's a before and I'll do an after shot as well once the wall is built. And that's my first level 50 skill, construction. So you remember I clicked the elder tree, right? Like 5 minutes ago. It said I need 90 wood cutting. Just now I got a random, massively loud guitar riff on my ears, and it says chop the elder tree until no logs remain. So clearly must be some kind of bug, right? With the elder trees, where they fall even if you don't have the woodcutting level to do it. So I just got 200 points for clicking an elder tree without the level requirement, which also puts me into the next relic bracket. And for this one I'm going with Assassin's Insight. It's probably the most unique out of the 3 options, as Fairy's Flight takes you to a lot of spirit trees and fairy rings, so a lot of existing teleports, and the same with Voidwalker. It takes you to jewelry locations generally, but Assassin's Insight takes you to Slayer creatures and Slayer Masters. And while 99 Slayer Cape does already take you to Slayer Masters, there's nothing that really takes you to every single Slayer creature that exists, and so I think that'll be huge for Slayer training. So it gives you this skull that you can teleport around with. This also marks my departure from Legacy mode combat, because all movement abilities like Surge are now on a 5-second cooldown instead of 15 or 20 seconds. So I feel like that'll save me some time running around. And you also unlock Dive, so you essentially have 2 movement abilities that you can use now. In saying that it's good for Slayer training, I feel like the Slayer meta right now is just to fight Vorkath, because I think Vorkath gives insane Slayer XP if you have a blue dragon task. But I think it'll be exciting to see where this teleports to, because it's a new item, you know? So it takes you to a lot of places. Just look at all these caves, and here you got Slayer monsters, and of course all the Slayer Masters as well. No XP increase on this tier though. And that's the quest completed. And here it is with all the walls up. Nice. To finally end off, I'm going to grab 10 more limestone bricks, and then that's all I need for the lodestone outside. Alright, sick. The lodestone is done. Well, that's where I'm wrapping up for today. I'm gonna have myself some snacks now while I edit the video. So I'm super happy with the progress I've made today. Getting to tier 3 relic already, that is cool. We're going to be progressing towards tier 4, obviously. I'm generally choosing the ones that I feel are the strongest, based on my long history of playing the game. But really, just pick whatever you feel like picking. It's about the journey, you know? Here are the final stats of today. First day, level 18 combat, so still pretty cute, and then 531 total level. So yeah, we'll see where tomorrow brings us, or future days. Smash like on the video and subscribe for more League videos, and I will see you in the next one. Rainy out.